My name is Linda Arsenault-Papatsi. We are in Ottawa, Ontario, on the Radio Canal. My sister and I are making 4 dolls, a mother and a father, and 2 children. Inuit specific designs, I suppose. In our culture, families are usually close, so I want to portray a little family of dolls. I want to show that we're close, united, and by taking children away from their families to residential schools, I want to show that, that they can come back together as a family and heal together. So that's why I made the 4 dolls, my sister and I. We talked about a lot of our history, and actually while we were making the dolls, we found out that we had close immediate family that was affected. I had 2 aunts that were taken away to residential schools, and we didn't find that out until we started on this project. We talked about lessons learned. We showed each other sewing practices. We bonded a lot through this project, actually. One of the first weekends that we started on the dolls, my aunt came over, and because I wasn't aware about any effect that our family had, I asked her if we were immediately affected, and she said that her 2 sisters were taken away. And one of them passed a while ago, so we weren't able to ask her what her experiences were. And the other one, being up north, we haven't been able to ask her about her experiences. So it was through her other sister that we found out this information. When you take someone away from their family, of course there's gonna be trouble along the way. I don't know if you want to use that word, but I think substance abuse is a big one because of this, leading up to a lot of issues down the generations, like neglect. I've seen it firsthand, of course, and not knowing about it back then, but because I do now, especially like my cousins, like knowing that her mother went to residential schools, I am now able to reflect on what she dealt with when we were growing up, kind of thing. It doesn't just affect a family, it affects the whole community. I hope there's a positive outcome that comes from this, and not just living in the past or negatively or pointing fingers or blaming. I hope we could just move on in a positive manner, and learn from what we've seen. I think there is hope. I mean, you don't want to witness what the generations have gone through. There is potential and a lot of hope. Why? Because we can move forward. It would be not easy, but we can come out of this.